Bounces, bounces. Shoulders loose, shoulders loose. Loose. Now loose.
There are a lot of films I worked on which I thought were really good and they bombed. And equally other films like King's Speech. I mean, I'm sure all the actors, even the director and the producers, never expected the reward that that the film gave. You honestly don't know. You can't anticipate how an audience is going to react.
My wife and I are glad to visit this important...
Take a good deep breath, and up comes Her Royal Highness, and slowly exhale.
The factory sequence was a separate sequence altogether. It wasn't intended to go into the montage at all. And it didn't work on its own, and the montage felt lacking in something else. So we were able to incorporate both elements and find connections to go between the two.
Deep breath, and Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill
Went up the hill.
went up the hill.
Well, it's a experimentation, really. I mean, Tom, the director, said that he didn't feel the sequence was working, and he couldn't think why it wasn't working. And he just said, well, just try and make it work. And then I said, well, why don't we use the factory scene, which we were thinking of deleting altogether, and just incorporating it within that. And so, I mean, then I did it, and then Tom looked at it, and he said, well, yeah, that's great. Why don't we try doing this? And that's how it happens. I mean, it's a collaboration. I mean, you just feed off each other.
Ding dong bell, but she's in the well. Who put her in? Little Tommy King.
I had the material. Yeah, and that was the way it was shot. I mean, in fact, the coverage for the whole film was enormous. And talking about coverage, I think, the shooting ratio for that film was 70-1.
King.
Anyone who can shout vowels at an open window can learn to deliver a speech.
The material is really dictated by what the director wants. I mean, when I receive the dailies from the director, I have an instinct of what he wants to come out of the scene by the way he shot it and by the way the actors perform it.
Da, ma, ba.
The fun for me starts when I start putting music and effects in, and it starts to come alive. And then there's a terrific thrill because you're the first person to see it, and that's really very exciting. Even before the director or anyone, you're the one. No, I think it's such a great job because they've got all these hundreds of people out there just providing you with stuff to play with. And that's the way I look at it.